Imagine walking into your home thinking it's your sanctuary, a place of safety. But what if it's not? What if something is following you, lurking in the shadows, always just behind you? This is the terrifying story of Sarah, an innocent woman whose life would never be the same again. A demon was hunting her, one she could never escape. At first it was subtle. Sarah had always felt a certain unease in her home, but she dismissed it as nothing more than stress. It started with the occasional flicker of lights, the whisper of footsteps when she was sure no one else was around. But the deeper she went into her day-to-day life, the more she felt something wrong. One night, as Sarah sat alone in her living room, she could swear she heard a voice calling her name. But when she turned around, no one was there. She thought it was a trick of her mind, that is, until the next time. The whispers became more frequent. At first they were soft, barely audible, almost comforting in a twisted way. But over the course of the week, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. And every time Sarah was alone, she felt watched. It wasn't just her imagination. She knew there was something there, lurking just beyond her vision. It was a presence so heavy, so dark, that it seemed to press against her chest with every breath. It was as if the demon was getting closer and closer. The entity made itself known. Objects moved by themselves, books flying off shelves, doors slamming shut for no reason. Every corner of her home became a prison. Each creak of the floorboards, each gust of wind through the windows, felt like the demon was right behind her, following her every move. She couldn't escape it. No matter how many lights she turned on, no matter how many doors she locked, the darkness always crept closer. It wasn't in her head. It was real. The demon was here, and it was never going to leave. As the days passed, Sarah's mind began to unravel. She couldn't sleep. She couldn't focus. Everywhere she went, she felt the demon's eyes on her. At night, she'd wake up to the sound of nails scratching at her bedroom door, but when she checked, nothing was there. The worst part, it wasn't just in the shadows anymore. The demon was in her mind. It whispered things, twisted things, things that made her question her own sanity. "You can't escape me. I'll never let you go." One night, Sarah decided she couldn't take it anymore. She had to confront the demon. She stood in the kitchen, heart racing, feeling the presence grow stronger and stronger until it was almost suffocating. She stared into the darkness, her breath shallow. That's when it appeared, a figure, taller than anything human, with eyes that burned with an unholy fire. She had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The demon was no longer hiding in the shadows, it was standing before her, its demonic power overwhelming her senses. And in that moment, Sarah knew there was no escaping it. The demon had won. Some say that demons follow us silently until we break, until we lose everything we once were. But for Sarah, the real horror began when she realized she wasn't fighting for her life anymore. She was fighting for her soul. Subscribe for more terrifying stories.